next great superhero, Feedback, as the winner of the Sci-Fi Channel's Who Wants to Be a Superhero. Now the Feedback comic is going to be coming soon from Dark Horse Comics. I'm very disappointed it wasn't here because I wanted to get signed. And we are also joined by a special guest. This is Matt Haley, who in addition to co-creating Eureka...
No, that's my creative partner.
Oh, they had my facts wrong. Anyway, his partner created Eureka, and that's a good show on Sci-Fi, right? Sorry. And, well, okay, but he did do this. The Superman Returns comic adaptation, that's the guy who drew it. Woo! Right there. He'll also be doing art direction for the second season of Who Wants to Be a Superhero, which will be coming soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, Feedback! And Matt Haley!
And if you're really good, I'll try to get Sarah up here so you can ask her questions too. She's here in the back. It's my beautiful wife, Sarah, back there. You gotta make it a funny joke. So we gotta share? Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. That's what superheroes do. You got all the material. I got all the material. I got plenty of material. It's all coming apart. So thank you guys for coming. This is great. Thank you, all of you who stopped by the booth and have given to Make-A-Wish Foundation and Recording for the Blind and Dyslexic. One of the things that I realized by winning the show, being on the show, was that even though I don't have superpowers or super strength, maybe I still can use this gift that I've been given as a way to do some good in the world. So that's kind of what I've devoted myself to doing after the show. And it's just been a great opportunity. And so thank you for having me here at the convention and for coming down. So I'm sure you guys have lots of questions. Some of you asked some of them at the booth. Someone was going to remind me, but I'll go ahead and tell you now. There's going to be a season 2 of Who Wants to Be a Superhero, and that'll be on Sci-Fi. And they're doing casting now, and it's across the nation. There'll be 10 episodes instead of just 6, so that'll be pretty cool. And which I think will give people more time to see each of the different contestants, because I think it'll still be 11 contestants, but I think there'll just be 1 elimination per show. So I know you guys, if you watched the show, I'm sure you guys did. Levity, was off the show within the first half an hour, of it, and so no one really got a chance to see, that character, what he was like, and same with Nitro G, who was off a little too quickly. So, so I think they're going to try to correct that in the new version, and everyone will kind of live out the full episode. But again, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I do know that when we went in, we had no idea what was going on, and we had no expectations. We'd never seen anything like it, so which is why some of us completely missed the little girl. We ran to try to help.
Did you see the giant microphone wires that got
No,
for sure?
No. What happened is, so we get there to the park, and we've been told the night before, okay, in the morning, get dressed in your regular clothes, and put your costume in a bag. Well, I don't know if you guys realized the difference in complexity between my costume and everybody else's costume. I had about, 13 or 14 different pieces, and some people just had 2 or 3. And I thought, if this is a speed contest on who can get dressed the fastest, I am done for. And so we got to the park. Stan comes on in the van, and he says, okay, here's what's going to happen. I want to test to see how you, if there's trouble around, how you can change into your costume and get there. Who can get there the quickest? I thought, okay. He said, now you have to do this in a superhero-like fashion. And so immediately I thought, oh, okay, I know what the trick is. These people who don't know as much about superheroes as I do are just going to run. They're just going to run to get to that place and put on their costume, and they're going to get there fastest. But what they won't realize is that, hey, they gave away that they were the superhero by running to the place, and then people would see them, pay attention to them. Who's that guy running behind whatever, and then changing into superhero, boom, then they would know who they were. So I thought, okay, I gotta be nonchalant. That's the trick. I know they're trying to trick me, and that's the trick. So it's my turn. Immediately that impulse was to run, and then I went, wait, nonchalant. Okay, walk, find a place, boom, change. And then as I ran past, you know, I had a belt and some straps had fallen out because I packed everything in my costume. I mean, I had straps, and I don't know what they were going to throw at us. I had a utility key for picking locks if they were going to put us in like some totally enclosed chamber. I mean, I thought that's what Batman would do, right? He's got tools stuck in his suit. And so we run past, and then every time we would do a challenge, they did this thing called an on-the-fly interview, or an OTF. And so I'm there talking to the woman who was doing the OTF, and she said, so how did you think you did? I said, well, I think I got there pretty quickly, and I think I was pretty nonchalant in the way I changed. And she said, well, why do you think Stan wanted you to go through that archway? And I said, well, obviously maybe there was someone in trouble, and he really, you know, wanted us to get there quickly. She said, so was there anyone in trouble? And I looked at her. Are you, I said, was there someone there? She said, I don't know, maybe did you see a little girl? And from that point I thought, I can't believe it. I worked so hard to get here, so hard. And on the first day, I'm going home because I didn't pay attention, because I was so serious and so focused. I was just, the only thing that saved me was that other people missed her. That was it. I knew, oh man, for the longest time I thought I was going home. But I say I worked hard to get there because originally I was an alternate on the show. And it was only a week before that I was called and told, okay, you're an alternate, but you won't find out whether you're really on the show or not until the night before we start filming. So it was hard for me to kind of go in because I had to prepare 100%. Even though if I wouldn't get on the show, I couldn't feel like, I never wanted to have the excuse if I got eliminated, oh, well, I didn't prepare 100% because I didn't know before I was going on whether I'd really be on the show or not. And so I had to get into the mindset of, yes, I was definitely going to be on the show. But there was something that happened 2 years before this, which I'll let Matt talk a little bit about. And this is the MTV version of the show.
Well, a couple of years, well, I guess it would be
2004,
wouldn't it? I'd seen I've been doing comics for 15, 16 years, best like Marvel and DC, mostly DC. And I saw the Craigslist job board in LA that they were casting for Who Wants to Be a Superhero. I heard about the show, I heard that Stan had been trying to put it together. Somebody should probably get that.
Wait, is it Stan?
Don't talk about how we put the show together. You're fired. Everybody on the show has their bad Stan impression, that's mine. And so I just sent an email to the casting director saying that, wow, you know, I do comics for a living, and if you're going to do a show about superheroes, I would really love to do some art for it. So I got a call back from the producers. They said, how soon can you be down here? And I packed some stuff in a bag and flew down there, hung out in edit bay for like 3 weeks, and you had showed up at the comic shop, was it? As a different character?
Right.
Okay.
Because
They had me to spoil it?
No, I'm not gonna. I can't because you won the show.
Well, no, it's okay.
It was kind of a fun costume. I couldn't. He was called Nightbeam, and he leaned into the camera with his cape and his cool mask. And what's your line? I am Nightbeam and criminals beware, or something like that. It was a very classic superhero. A lot of the other people that came to that session were had like samurai swords and black leather trench coats, and none of them were. They looked like villains. You look like a superhero.
So what Matt's talking about is in 2004, they were trying to launch this show, Who Wants to Be a Superhero, and MTV was going to do it. And I found out about the auditions, much like Matt did, and I created a costume and went down there in 2004 and tried to get on, and I thought, you know what, it's for MTV. I know I'm too old. I'm too old. I can't believe I was born, 10 years too late. And because I knew they were going to want people in their 20s, but I went anyway.
And actually, as it turns out, that's not what they wanted at all.
Thank goodness. So,
MTV told us later. That's
Oh, really?
why they ended up. That's why MTV ended up passing on the show, is that we had hired some actors and took about 2 weeks and filmed, basically condensed a season down to that sizzle tape about 20 minutes long.